Another topic I wanted to bring up as we move along here in the show is the topic about Jauan Jennings. Now, we know that Jauan Jennings.
JJ.
What?
Sorry. Said JJ.
I think he said okay. Jennings reached an agreement on a deal that will add $3 million in playtime incentives to the wide receiver's contract, per his agent Drew and Jason Rosenhaus. Now, instead of earning $7.5 million this season, Jennings will earn up to $10.5 million. Aaron, is this the right move for San Francisco, or do you think they should have just stand pat and said, "No, we're not paying you. You've signed a contract. Go out there and play"?
No, I think this was the perfect middle ground for both. And Sterling shut it down. This whole they want to. You shut it down in the group chat. We were talking about this. Maybe the Niners still would like to offer him a bigger contract, and that he decided to go with just the 1 year, the 1 year deal, and then test free agency. So, if that being said, and that part of it is off the table, then I think it was they gave him a little extra money for his for him coming back and being a team player, but at the same time the Niners they're going to stand pat on being a little bit more frugal with the money, like they've been the last couple of years, and a lot of people, including myself, are starting to think that this is it for Jauan, and he might be the guy that goes. You probably re-sign McKivitz to some sort of deal next offseason and, give Jauan Jennings his walking papers and let him go make some more money somewhere else. It's sad, but I keep thinking that the DeMarcus Robinson signing was kind of a sign that the 49ers might be moving in a different direction in the offseason. They gave him enough money just to get him on the field, so to speak. But I Sterling shut it down. He said there is no other report that, they were going to offer him $15 million a year. So with that being off the table, I think this was just a compromise, essentially. They asked him if he liked money at his locker, and he says he's like money.
I like money too.
So good on him to be a team player and come back. But I'm happy for him if he decides to leave next year and go get paid somewhere else. The Niners you can't pay everybody. My brother always talk about that. He's like, you cannot pay all your players. There's a reason why you draft. Exactly. And you try to build around the draft and pay a majority of your superstars. But sucks that this might be it for him, but at least they got him on the field. They did what they had to do to get him on the field on Sunday, and depending on what the situation is in the running back room, they might freaking need him. So I'm happy.
I mean, there was talk, obviously. I know Adam Schefter had brought it up that the Niners did offer him a multi-year deal. It sounds like it may have been short of what he wanted. I know there was a rumor going around about it was they would have had him at $15 million a year. I don't know if that's true or not. But if he didn't sign that multi-year deal, I would suspect that he wanted something like $20 million a year that he thinks that he'll get in the open market if he has a good season this season. It's possible. It really is. I mean, teams would spend crazy money on receivers, especially on one that's big and tall like him.
People paid for Christian Kirk a couple years ago, so you are right about that one.
Trent Baalke, he went after him. He loved Christian Kirk. And you saw how that worked out. But still, but with that being said, Sterling, do you think that this is the right move for San Francisco to just give him some more money and get him back on the field?
There is not a single scenario in which this is a losing one for San Francisco. You get Jauan for what seems like one more year. You give him the money or part of the money he wants. Incentivize him to go out there and ball out for you. Hopefully have another big year. And if he does, you benefit from that. He becomes a great wide receiver. He then goes and gets paid. Hopefully that leads to wins for you this year. Then he gets paid in the offseason. Hopefully, let's say he gets $20 million per year. What does that mean? Third-round draft pick compensation or a fourth-round draft pick compensation for a guy you picked in round number 7.
Got to remind people that
that is how smart front offices work.
Yeah.
That people forget, and look, we all love Jauan. For as good as he has been, and as much as you want to pay guys like Jauan who are every bit deserving of the money they're asking for, you have a cap for a reason. You can't pay everybody, as Aaron said, but also too, you can replace guys like Jauan. Jauan's great. What trait does Jauan have? Outside of run blocking, in which you can find other big-bodied slot guys that can do that elite receivers have. He isn't a great route runner. He's not a great, he doesn't have elite speed. Like, he doesn't do other things that guys like a healthy Ayuk do, or the greats like Jamar Chase can do. Jauan is a B-tier receiver, which maybe sometimes because the traits aren't always there, he's a C-tier guy, which is never a bad thing. You need those guys on your roster. That's why he's been here and played well, and he has a skill set this offense can utilize, but he doesn't have the skill set you say, I got to have that guy back. And so I think San Francisco did the smart thing. They gave him a deal that they knew he probably really wasn't going to sign, or at least thought could get him on the cheap for. He said no. They said, great, here's $3.5 million in incentives. Go ball out, go get paid, and get us back some compensation because we want more draft picks.
Yeah, I mean, raising his pay, getting him on the field, like you were saying, if he signs for $20 million, getting that third-round draft pick, that's a win for San Francisco and a guy who was a seventh-round pick. And again, I said it in my video as well. He's a seventh-round pick. There are a lot of guys you can get in the seventh round that are like Jauan Jennings. This is why when the Niners took a chance on like a Junior Bergen, that it was like, do you really want to take a chance on a guy who's just going to be a punt returner?
Sure.
Do you really? And what they ended up doing, they traded one of their picks to get Sky Moore. Because at the end of the day, that's what they needed, was a guy who could do punt, kick, and who could be a receiver. And so they said, okay, let's go out and get this guy because the guy we drafted is a little too limited, and frankly, he's not going to work out. And now he's on the practice squad.
Have you seen him in some of the practice? Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say, people often forget the reason why Jauan Jennings fell so far was because he had some pretty serious personal concerns, some character concerns, and that's why he fell. He was a quarterback at Tennessee, moved to wide receiver. There were some issues with the coaching staff there, and he fell for that reason. Obviously, Jauan is seemingly a great dude and has changed things around and grown into a great player, but Jauan fell for a reason, and San Francisco, like Junior Bergen, I guess, to a certain extent, did take a chance on him panning out for them. Obviously, his skill set was what they wanted, but Jauan wasn't a guarantee.
No.
But he grew, and he did the right thing and put in the hard work to become the player that he has become.
The Dre Area Sports Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use promo code Dre Area Sports to save $20 on your first purchase at SeatGeek.com. And we are also brought to you by Taryn Roy, the SEO Optimizer. If you're looking to boost your YouTube channel, then check out the SEO Optimizer. Use promo code Dre Area Sports to start your free trial today. Power Brand Systems. If you're looking to build a website for your small business or YouTube channel, then check out Power Brand Systems. Use promo code 300POWER to save up to $300 on your first purchase at Power Brand Systems.